Good morning, everybody. It's Nitro from the 1920s Sears and Roebuck Cottage Restoration. Never giving you guys a look at our kitchen, but I'm not a big fan of gas stoves, so I want to get a glass top 220 electric. All of our cabinets need completely ripped out. It's all 1970s stuff. The bottom cabinets. I did install a new sink for Mama. But this is a look of that's our kind of our restaurant rack. We kind of keep all of our bread dough machines and stuff like that, frying and distilled water. So we distill all of our water here because it's we live in a small town, so you know how that goes. My grandmother's china hutch. Mama's got her new washer and dryer. Daddy's keeping her updated on that. I need to turn the light on. Everything in here is dated. This is our bathroom. So enjoy your poop, comb your hair, brush your teeth, wash your hands. That's Mama's deal. So everything in here is dated 1970-ish. They need a new toilet. They do completely remove, put a new shower in. We're not a big fan of bathtubs, so I want to do a whole glass shower. That's the bathroom and the kitchen. I'll show you guys the front of the house where the floor drops while the foundation is slid off. As you can see underneath the front door, I have spray foam, but you can see clear through to the basement here. And once I've measured everything, it's a 4.5-inch drop from the kitchen to here is 4.5 inches. And then this is the only room where I have the lath and plaster coming off the walls, and I think that's from when the house dropped. I've got to reattach it and fix that part. If you know anything about tearing out lath and plaster, it's a big mess. So I'd rather repair it and then go from there. Other than that, this is our home. It's a beautiful, all the woodwork's original, everything's original. This is my father. He served in Vietnam. He did a couple tours. He was a prisoner of war. And this is her father. He served in Korea through the Air Force. So that's my father, Thomas. And that's her daddy. His name's Wayne. I put in these new racks for Mama. All this stuff wasn't here when we moved in. I need all new plumbing. This is the kitchen. And everything, the ceilings and everything in the house are still pretty good. Other than we have bats in the attic. Daddy's got to call bat people to put them little escape things where they can't get back in. Daddy will show you the crawl space that used to be the cellar. I don't know how well we'll be able to see in there. See, I have a ladder down in there now. Before, there was water all the way up to this board right here. I'd had to dig down that far just to get down in there. And then if you look back, let's see if I can get far enough in there. Back in there, I put in a new sump pump, so I had to dig like 4 foot down to get the new sump pump in and put in proper. Guess what I found when I dug 4 foot down? I found the original floor. So it used to be a cellar you could walk in. Now it's only a cellar you can crawl in. Guys coming out, guys. I'm coming outside, Mr. Zeus. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Oh, buddies. Oh, buddies. Hi, pretty girl. Come say hi. Hi, pretty girl. That's Princess and Zeus. There's our two giant pine trees. We love them. I don't think I'm going to get rid of them. So if you know anything that knows it, you know anybody that knows anything about trees, I used to, as a kid, used to help my dad do tree work. But it's got all these little holes. So I'm not sure if those are carpenter ant holes. I just kind of worried about them. But the trees are healthy. They do need to be deadwooded. It's just a matter of going up and sawing off all the dead limbs. They're going to be here tomorrow. Start installing in all the new boxes. I'm coming out today. I think I'm going to come out and get Floki to come down and help me. And start hanging stringers today. So we can start putting planks up. Enough. Be nice. Be nice. Mr. Zeus. He does not want to say hi to you. Come here. Come here. Come on. One. Get over there. Rottweilers. So yeah, we're back out here today. Daddy bought some more, 12 more studs, a couple more sheets of plywood. Yesterday, coming home from seeing Mama up in ICU to get all of our shelves in here. This here is going to be a desk shelf to work projects on, because I do leather tooling and my wife makes jewelry. I'm going to get an air conditioning system that's air and heat, and I'm going to put it in right here. And then I'm going to have my toolbox and everything sitting right here. Once I got to switch everything from over there to here. But I wanted to talk with y'all for a quick second. So, the update as of from yesterday. So I told you all, my wife said, well, before you come up and see me, you need to go to church, because she knows that's where I get my peace every Sunday. Just go to church, listen to the Lord's sermon, and say my piece. So while I was in church yesterday, the pastor decided to take about 10 minutes and do a prayer for my wife. She was in pretty bad shape. So before I went to church, her whole intestine system had collapsed, blockages, tubes going down her nose and to her stomach. Bad news, she was going to have immediate surgery. I requested, and her physician requested, that she be ambulanced to University of Iowa City for that surgery to be done. But while I was in church, the whole entire congregation prayed for my wife and me. And when I got out of church, I got in my truck to head up to see her, and I had a missed notification from my wife. This is the hard part. When I made that phone call back to her, everything had changed. So she's able to eat again. Her intestines started working again. And she might get to come home tomorrow. I mean, she's still going to have the surgery. But I think there was a miracle happened yesterday with all the prayers from the First Baptist Church in Cahokia, Missouri. I want to do a shout out to the church, First Baptist Church in Cahokia, Missouri. I want to do a shout out to Matt and his dad Mike and them over here at Ford Motors. They're my neighbors right behind the house. I tell you what, I felt the Lord's Prayer, and thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mike, for being good neighbors and inviting us to your church. Trying not to get too emotional, people. Millwrights aren't supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be hardcore like ironworkers. But I'm gonna try and get busy. Get some of these stringers hung. I'm waiting on a phone call from Mama to see if they're gonna release her today. So thank you. God bless. And I got a couple shout outs I want to do. Simple Life Reclaimed. They're good folks. Go watch their videos. They're kind of doing the same thing, only they're starting from scratch and building a home. I think it's down in Arkansas or Louisiana, one or the other. Heavy D Sparks. Shout out to them. I want to do a shout out to Diesel Power, Diesel Dave. Good channel. I watch these guys a lot. Do a shout out to the Nomadic Movement. They're down in Panama trying to do the same thing, building a house. A lot of these channels I watch, and Adventures with Purpose. Please like, subscribe, and share. Peace out. Nitro.